Hi everybody, Scotia Angel here. Welcome to another episode of In Defense Of. On today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the classic American television series Bewitched and answering the question, was Samantha's mother right all along? In the series Bewitched, a witch named Samantha marries a mortal named Darren. This marriage, however, is not approved of by Samantha's mother, Endora. She openly shows her disdain for Darren, often calling him by the incorrect name, and comes across sometimes as closed-minded, maybe even bigoted toward mortals. But is this really a fair assessment? Let's take a closer look. From the very beginning, Darren shows that he is not particularly comfortable with Samantha using witchcraft. He insists that she do everything the mortal way, which of course is the more difficult way. He even scolds her several times for using witchcraft. But why would he do such a thing? We need to take a look at the culture in which this series was made in order to better understand what's really going on here. This series was made in the mid-20th century, a time when it was socially unacceptable for a woman to be in a more powerful position than a man. Darren feels threatened by her power, so Samantha suppresses her power and doesn't use it, especially around Darren. This, however, does not sit so well with Samantha's mother, Endora, who sees her daughter as being disrespected by Darren. She sees Darren as a weak man who is threatened by his wife. There's also a cultural aspect here. Witches come from another realm, and Samantha is essentially an immigrant to our world. Using magic, using witchcraft is part of her culture, and Darren is telling her not to do it. Now, for her own safety, it is probably best that she not use witchcraft in public. However, like any marginalized group, she should be able to come home and stretch her legs, so to speak. Let her hair down, be able to do the cultural practices that come natural to her. But because her husband won't let her, she still has to suppress that when she gets home. This is analogous to queer people having to pass as straight when going out in public for their own safety, or neurodivergent people having to mask in order to blend in with society. It's possible, but yet it's exhausting at the end of the day. But all that said, there might be something more going on here. Endora loves her daughter and is always going to want what's best for her. Sure, she's annoyed with Darren, but at the same time, she respects her daughter, and I think she does respect her decision to marry a mortal, despite what that means for her and despite the difficulties that that brings. So, what else is going on here? There's something deeper going on here, I think. We have seen in this universe that witches have incredibly long lifespans. Samantha is shown to be at least 400 years old. Endora is old enough to have dated Otzi the Iceman, a man who lived thousands of years ago. But mortals, they don't live very long, and it's never shown that there's any way for witches to give them longer lifespans. Otzi didn't live very long either. Did his death break Endora's heart? Does she want to just try to save Samantha from that inevitable heartbreak where she will lose Darren and she will go on to live potentially thousands of years more without him? I know that if she were my daughter, I'd be concerned about that. So what do you all think? I'd love to see your opinions in the comments. If you like this type of content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hit the like button because it really helps the channel out, and I will see you all later.